Office. Thank you, Sergeant Williams, for joining us.
Yes, sir.
Will you, first of all, just can you kind of debrief us here on what the situation is at the moment?
Well, as far as the debriefing, we did get a call, as you already know, at 1:04 p.m. about there was an active shooting situation here at Central Georgia Technical College. Okay, now our deputies responded also with the brave men and women of the Georgia State Patrol Motor Carrier Compliance, DNR, also the Board of Education Police, to get to the scene quickly and make sure everything was 10-4. All buildings have been cleared. There was not an active shooter. There was not any injuries reported. Everybody is safe. Now, during the clearing, we also got a call out at Rutland High School of the same situation. This was a person who called in at 1:04 first, stating that there was acts of violence and threats, and there would be gunfire due to an undisclosed amount of cash that was requested. Okay, so that's why deputies responded real quick. Who that person was and where this call is coming from, we are investigating. But the same person who called this in while we were here called in an additional situation over at Rutland High School. Central Georgia Technical College is clear. Rutland High School is clear. There was no active shooter. There were no injuries reported. So we cleared the area at this time as well as Rutland High School, and we are investigating the source of this threat.
The first call came in at 1:04, you said.
Yes, sir.
So about how many units responded here? Was this like an all-call type of situation? Describe the response here.
The response is an emergency. We don't have the exact number of how many responded, but we're definitely grateful for everyone who responded for this type of situation. We're very thankful that it wasn't what it was perceived to be, but when we hear about it, we're all law enforcement here, and we're all here to back each other up, and we're thankful for every single brave man and women who came to assist us.
As far as next steps here, I mean, do we think that this was a person on campus, possibly different campus? Hearing now that there was another called-in threat to another school, it's seeming like this may be unrelated to the campus itself.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're not sure exactly who it will be at this time. As this, we've already checked Rutland and Central Georgia Technical College. There was no belief that the person was on campus, but as far as the source, who's behind the source, we are currently investigating that, and we're in our early stage of that investigation. Once we discover more information, we'll definitely let you all know.
Now, this might sound like a silly question, but I just want you to kind of walk me through this. When you have so many deputies respond to a scene like this, it takes away resources from other things that are happening.
Yes, sir.
In a fake situation, I should say. In this situation, how unfortunate is it that somebody decided to do this today?
It's very unfortunate, but even though we responded in a great number, there are still units out available protecting our streets at the same time. So every resource wasn't exhausted. There were still people out patrolling our city.
Do you know about how long the search or going through the buildings took? Do you know about how long that took?
Well, the call came in, as I stated, at 1:04 p.m. this afternoon, and we wrapped everything up just shortly before 2:12.
2:12, okay.
p.m.
So just around an hour or so of an
It's a
active.
big campus, definitely a lot of buildings, and we want to make sure we checked every building and make sure everybody was safe.
Well, that's all the questions that I had. I really appreciate it. Thank you,
problem.
Sergeant Williams.
We appreciate
Thank you.
your patience.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
now.